Welcome race fans here to the Hardee's National Series here. We're at the penultimate round here at Rockingham Motor Speedway. A night race to be exact here. Charlie Smith for the Motorsports obtained the pole here. Green flag is out in the air. We are racing under the lights here at Rockingham Motor Speedway here. And here they come down into turn number 1. Dylan Schwallenberg, he's already going to be looking for that lead. And down the back straightaway, they are side by side, several rows deep. Car number 14 is going to be looking at the bottom of the racetrack there to lead lap number 1 in the event there, as Dylan Schwallenberg takes the lead away from Charlie Smith there. Nick Samon in second. As you see the field already trying to get themselves fanned out here. We still have a lot of laps in there. The books left, 79 to be exact. And a bit of a shortened race there, but you see a couple cars already hitting that wall off of turn number 2. It's already getting dicey in the early half here as Dylan Schwallenberg pulls off to a great lead here, but Nick Samon is right there on 2. 2 of the 3 title contenders here with a shot of winning here, with Luis Hernandez, who sits 4th in the points, I believe, also in the mix as well here. As you see Samon, he's going to be trying looking for that lead underneath the 14 there. Dylan Schwallenberg and Samon are side by side. Samon dive bombs the third corner there, and he's going to take it away without much of an issue. Schwallenberg's got a great run on the exit out of turn 4. Here he comes down into the inside into turn 1. Samon thrusts his way to the outside line there. And look who's right there in third. PJ Williams in the Bass Pro Shops machine. He's going to try and take that second spot away from Dylan Schwallenberg. He dives low. Hernandez and Sidner are going to follow with Huffman and Smith on tow there. As they see the leaders are side by side there, with Samon trying to run away with this. As there you see Williams, he's going to duck into turn number 1 to see if he can get a good head of steam there into the corner. He's able to clear the number 14 quite with ease there. And PJ Williams is up to P2 there with Sidner. Looks like he wanted to attack and not able to make it work there. Schwallenberg washes up the track there. Sidner's going to try and take the third spot away there. And looks like he's going to be able to successfully there. Sidner and Williams already on the move here in the early half. Pay attention to those drivers here. We may see one of these few dominant cars potentially win the race. Here comes PJ Williams out of turn number 4. He's got a great exit yet again there. This 55 car looking very strong here in the early stage of this race as he ducks to the bottom of the racetrack. Garrett Sidner's right there to follow on tow as well. Fuel Brothers Racing teammates are gonna, looks like, let's see if he works with that 18 car, decides not to. He's gonna go to the bottom here. He's also got a win that he could gain here in order to impress the crowd there, as Williams takes the lead for the first time here today. Another lead change here at Rockingham, as Sidner is right there behind him. As it looks like those two are going to be fender to fender, bumper to bumper here. As here they come rounding the back straightaway here. Those top 3 cars are still up close and in front together. Sidner looking to the bottom this time around. Here he comes on the inside of that 55 car there. He's got a good momentum there. And down to the bottom of the track there. Looks like he's going to try and use that groove to his advantage there. The inside line looking pretty dominant there, but look at the run. Williams gets on the outside line. He's going to try and fight back. Here 4 positions, and Samon still sitting there right behind the number 20 there. And look at the number 14 of Dylan Schwallenberg. He's made his way up. It's a 4-car race here as of right now here, as the title contenders are still close together with the exception of Mason Gordon, who's running a bit further ways back, but he's got a lot of ground to gain here as the leaders are still going at it. Turn 4 has been looking to be like the proper corner to really get a great run off the exit there. Samon looked like he wanted to look underneath the 20 there. As here both of them dive into the first corner, you see Samon utilizing that middle groove there. Not able to make it work there, but he's still on the bumper of his teammate there, of Garrett Sidner. As you see Dylan Schwallenberg still sitting there in that 3rd spot in the catbird seat there, with Williams and Eric DeMax making his way up into the pack. He's now running in the 5th spot there as Williams looks to make a move here, and the battle for the lead is heated up here between the teammates there. Both of them looking to gain some ground there, but Sidner holds the advantage there into the corner, and he holds on to the race lead. Troubles for Mason Gordon there in the number 10. The Delphi machine has blown up from the car, and that is one of our top 3 contenders in the series there, and he was one of the few that were looking inside out for this championship fight, and it looks like it may have come to an end for Mason Gordon's chances here today, as that is definitely not the way you want to exit a championship run here. And for Mason Gordon, his hopes look like they're gonna be dashed here at Rockingham. The top four are covered in a blanket there as they are all bundled together in a pack here. As Garrett Sidner still holding on to that lead, slips up a bit up the racetrack there, and Samon's gonna now look to the bottom of the track there with Eric DeMax on tow there in the low Chevrolet. He's trying to bring that car in victory lane yet again, and we saw this 5 car in victory lane in Rockingham earlier this year, and they brought that same exact car to the race here, and this so far looks like it's looking really good here in terms of the setup and this long run for Eric DeMax so far. He's now up to P2. Could he be looking for P1 here as he looks to the inside of the Dairy Queen Toyota there? Samon still holding high there on that outside line there, and DeMax still holding strong on the bottom side, but that metal groove looks really good in a turn number 1 and 2 there, especially the acceleration on the entrance of the corner there as Nick Samon still holds on to that lead though. This battle has really heated up between these drivers here. We've had a lot of cars swapping for that number 1 position. Near the mid-pack range, it's really heated up in the back there. 3 wide action there. Almost couldn't make it work there. John Art had to back off the throttle there. Maybe got a bit loose there. Alexander Rowe and Bradley Bishop Jr. are all battling for positions near the middle of the pack there. And they haven't had really good starts to their runs of the season here. At least for this race to be exact. As there looks like they're hoping to get themselves back up to the front of the pack here for some. To get a good run here today in terms of moving up in the point standings. Eric DeMax has taken the lead away, and he's been leading the last couple laps recently there. As he's going down to the bottom of the racetrack, PJ Williams goes on by, and it looks like the 5 car is slowing on the track here, and it looks like this is going to be a huge nightmare for the Mace Enterprise team. Both cars having issues there. Mason Gordon having something wrong happen to his car. Looked like I heard a suspension failure from his team, and now Eric DeMax has an issue with his car, something wrong probably with the battery or something like that. Talk about a peculiar situation, but this is a huge blow to the team's confidence here at Rockingham. Both cars already looks like they're going to be out of contention here, and it's not quite the halfway point yet. This is just an awful break for them. Here we go, first Psycho green flag pit stops coming in. Dylan Schwallenberg will be one of the first few coming in. You see Chris Dunn coming out of his stall. Casey Lester in pit lane there, as the 14 is going to be one of the few contenders that are going to be coming in. Bobby Jones, Cody Lamas, TJ Martin there. You see Hero Morph Takers coming in here. It is definitely a cycle kicking into play. Williams still the leader here, holding on, staying on the racetrack for quite a bit there, as Sidner now coming down pit lane here with Richardson, Smith, West, Hoffman, and Hernandez. You see Hernandez kind of swerving a bit on the racetrack there. As you see, looks like a lot of them are going to be taking 4 tires on their pit stop here. And Dylan Schwallenberg still in pit lane. He's going to come out on the racetrack there, as he's going to have to hope for and maybe gain some positions on the racetrack here in order to gain some points on Mason Gordon's misfortunes, and potentially gain some points on Nick Samon here, because he's been losing some ground to that 18 car itself, because they've been a powerhouse in terms of speed. Here comes PJ Williams and Nick Samon coming down pit lane here. Looks like they might be the last few to come in. Maybe they're going to hope for to stretch that field to the end here. Maybe have one more pit stop to determine it, as those two are coming in here. There's right side damage to that 18 car, so that could be an issue for Nick Samon here. They could have a long pit stop here on that car. As you see Hoffman and the others coming out. There's Dylan Schwallenberg on the racetrack there. Remember, he was one of the first few that pitted there. He's going to have to race Sidner out. You see that white Toyota there. He passes the 20 with ease there. Not much of an issue there. Has to go around. Carly McDowell navigate his way around the titanium entry there, as he gets around the 20, and that is huge for Dylan Schwallenberg here, as that could bring him to the lead here. That could catapult him to the lead here, and maybe help lead some laps and some bonus points there for this number 14 car. He gets around PJ Williams there. You see the Bass Pro car down at the bottom of the racetrack there. You're wondering, let's see where Nick Samon's at there. We have to see where that 18 car is, and we don't see him quite yet. There he is. He's out of pit lane. A slow stop from the 18 car. Looked like they had to repair damage on the right side of that 18, and potentially they had a messy pit stop there. But Nick Samon, he's got a lot of ground to gain if he wants to get himself back into this hunt here, because that's a lot of points you can lose here in this race. And with one more race to go after this one, this could really be the championship decider for Nick Samon's chances. Here we go, another battle for the lead here. Sidner just powers his way around the 14 there, and he's gonna take the lead away on lap number 33 of that race there. And Sidner already on a charge here. That's 20 car looking very strong here under the lights here. Looks like they've made some good adjustments to that car, as well as the fresher tires definitely kicking into play. And look who's running inside the top 10 here, top 5 run for Chris Dodd here in the number 8 Spy Optics Chevrolet. As you see, Bobby Jones, he's going to try and work his way around the number 8 there. But Chris Dodd doing a great job on the track, though. I think a top 10 run will pretty much help their chances and their confidence, because CM Racing has been a bit off this season, and they are certainly looking to find some late race momentum to give them some confidence for 2018. PJ Williams and James Richardson have reeled in the top 2 here, so it's now an official 4-car race for this win here so far. The top 4 pretty much consistent throughout most of this race. Sidner leading, Schwallenberg second, and here comes Richardson on the inside. He's going to try and take the 3rd spot away. This 17 car also has made some good adjustments in this pit stop there, and it looks like it's come to life here. The 55 pretty much consistent and very happy with his race car there. Williams certainly a very strong driver here, and a very good driver, just hasn't been able to wrap up a win quite yet in his career in the Hardee's National Series here, as Richardson now looks underneath the 14 there. A power move to the inside there. That is the sheer handling of those fresher tires. That's basically the after effects of the older tires versus the newer tires there, with Richardson with the newer tires as he gets around the 14. Williams now trying to navigate his way around Dylan Schwallenberg there, but it looks like he's going to have to wait another time there as Schwallenberg holds on to that 3rd spot. The lap cars really held up Garrett Sidner there off the corner there. Milton Campbell looks like she has an issue on the bottom of the track there with the 81, but Sidner now trying to block the inside line there. Richardson, he's got a full head of steam right there. He's certainly not going to use the bumper quite yet there, but that Mustang has certainly found the horsepower underneath its hood. As the Turner Fenway entry, he's looking very strong, and he looks into the inside there. Great center of the corner there, and a wonderful exit there. Well executed pass from James Richardson, put him to the front, and it looks like he might try and run away with this one, as Garrett Sidner is going to have to try and reel him down again. PJ Williams has now finally gotten around the 14 car at last, and put that 55 car up to 3rd for the Athenian Motorsports entry, as they have gotten around Dylan Schwallenberg, the points leader, coming into this race. And you saw, it looked like you might have seen the 4 car have an issue there, and no caution came out miraculously, so it looked like Hermika Jazin might have had an issue there with his race car. Here we go, another cycle of pit stops kicking into play here. Dylan Schwallenberg, he pitted earlier, he's going to have to pit early again, and the 14 is in pit lane there. Keep an eye out on him. Looks like he might have had some right side damage. He might have smacked the wall earlier, as a lot of cars have been really hitting that wall for turn 2, so that's basically been the equivalent of a Darlington stripe there. And Dylan Schwallenberg taking 4 tires on his race car there, and it looks like a really slow stop. Yeah, they're taking quite a while there, so they're repairing that right side damage to the 14 there, and that's not really going to help him whatsoever. He comes out of pit lane. Chris Dodd is right there. He is a bit off the pace there, not really off the pace, but not on the lead lap as of right now due to the cycle. As you see, Richardson and PJ Williams still together there, and looks like he's way in the marbles there that time around. Both the top 2 cars are in the marbles there, as Caleb Hoffman, he's had a quiet run today. He's coming down pit lane to take his stop of the night here. Looks like it might be their final stop, to be exact, of the night there, as Hoffman is in. There's John Arndt taking some tires there. He hasn't had the best of runs so far. But Dylan Schwallenberg, he's going to have to try and gain some laps back here. As you see, the leaders are finally coming in. James Richardson is coming into pit lane with PJ Williams. So those two are playing a very similar strategy there, and that could decide it where this 14 could align at the end of the cycle here. But right now, it really looks like the 55 and the 17 are going to be the ones to look out for in this race here, as the laps have been winding down. It's been those two that have been basically together, to be exact, in terms of proximity As we see both of them, looks like they're all going to take a 4-tire stop. I don't think there's really an unnecessary risk. They're really a big risk to take with 4 tires, as that's a very safe strategy to go for, as well as gas to make it to the end there. Garrett Sidner now running in that 5th spot there. He's been really quiet on the radio. He's really liked his race car quite a lot there. It's just never been the best in the long run, though. That's really the only thing he's been complaining about. As Hoffman and a couple others, they're still out there after their pit stops there. There's Dylan Schwallenberg. There you see him. Even 7th caution is out on the track, and it looks like the 29 of Cole Deaver has had an issue there, and that has brought out a caution. We've had a long green flag run to really showcase this racing here. It's been a clean race until now, so Cole Deaver has brought out the first caution here today, and it looked like something expired on that 29. So something did expire on the 29, and it looks like he might have slipped in his own oil there, and that put the 29 against the wall and into the middle of the racetrack, and miraculously nobody hit him there. But Cole Deaver's race comes to a complete end here at Rockingham. He wasn't really having the best of runs knowing the underfunded equipment, but even so, what a tough way to end the race here for Cole Deaver. Garrett Sidner is going to be the leader here on this restart there. Back underway here yet again. Garrett Sidner holding on to that lead over James Richardson there with PJ Williams on toe. Bobby Jones there in that 4th spot. He's haven't really made much of a presence this race so far. Dylan Schwallenberg not too far behind. Contact there, and the 14 miraculously saves it. But there's a crash in the back. John Art's wrecking, and the 4 car nearly upside down there. That's Kermika Jazin. And that is Nick Samon collected. The number 18 there, second in the points coming in. He's got a lot of front end damage to his race machine there. And just like that, it's really gone from bad to worse for this 18 car as the field rounding out turn number 2 there. Charlie Smith there a bit out of shape. That time around, Hoffman threading the needle there. As you see more cars, they're all scrambling all over the racetrack here. It's just gotten chaotic on this restart here. And once the field gets jammed up, it just really is a scramble for track position on the racetrack there, as Schwallenberg has made his way up to the 5th spot. Hoffman in 4th there. You see Gardner and Dodd there, and there's some more contact there. Conway slaps the inside wall there. He's up the racetrack right into Culpepper, and that takes out Alexander Rowe in the back. He's crashing there, and Alexander Rowe has heavy front end damage to the Aaron's Dream machine there. And for Alexander Rowe, it's not really been a good race for him. And just like that, he's already in a damaged race car. Hernandez got into the back of Jake West there, bouncing him into Daniel Conway, and it's basically an accordion effect. Charlie Smith runs into the 2 there. Really nothing Smith could have done there. Really, the 2 car merged at an awkward angle, and poor Alexander Rowe was just an innocent bystander that instant there. And talk about tough luck for the Blue Flare Motorsports team. Remember, they're shutting their team down after 2017, at least for the Hardee side, as they're going to focus on their Cup program here. But for them, it looks like it's going to come to a grinding halt for Alexander Rowe. And here they come within the closing laps here. It will be 9 laps to go once they cross the line. Richardson with a great restart there. Sidner looked like he wanted to make a move on the outside line. He is way up in the marbles there, as PJ Williams now goes to the bottom for 2nd there. Hoffman trying to take 3rd away. There's carnage in the back. Bobby Jones and DeLeo making contact there. Matt DeLeo is having an excellent run there in the number 92 there. He's trying to make himself into the picture there, as you see Corey Williams there in the back. He's trying to make himself worthy. He gets into the back of Michelia, and he spins around down the front straightaway, trying to save the car. He slides up the racetrack there. And will the caution come out? Yes, it does. Corey Williams spins the car around off of turn 4 there, bringing out a caution here. And that's going to lead to an intense shootout here at the end, as it has really set the bar out. The fans on their feet there. They got excited on that restart there, as Corey Williams went for a spin off of turn number 4 to bring out the yellow here yet again. Cautions are breeding cautions here at Rockingham. Corey Williams is on the back bumper of Michelia, got loose and got turned by Bradley Bishop Jr., sending the 19 for a spin. And for the 39, actually, Bradley Bishop Jr. slipped the track right into Colby Jackson, and both cars go careening into the outside wall there. And a bit of side damage done for the 2 of them, but otherwise they're all able to keep on going here. But it's going to be an intense shootout here for James Richardson and those others that are in contention for this victory. This was the race back down towards the line here. You look at the lap counter there, and they were side by side across the line. Richardson barely got it by 9/100ths of a second there over PJ Williams, but that is a good saving grace for bit for James Richardson there, but he's got to hold off PJ Williams one more time here in order if he wants to win here at Rockingham Motor Speedway. It'll be a 3-lap shootout to decide it all here. Green flag back in the air there. Richardson with the run. He ran away with that restart quite a bit there. PJ Williams, he's got a good run there. Gardner in the wall in the back. That's not going to matter there, as you see the field scattering around on the backstretch there. But it's James Richardson with the lead here. Here comes PJ Williams. He's using the middle groove there. Richardson slid up a bit on the racetrack there, but Williams is right there. He's got a run on the front stretch there. Will he dive into turn 1? Richardson has the momentum. He sails it into the first corner there, and he holds on to the lead there, as PJ Williams is going to have to hold back for a second there, as Sidner, he's got the outside groove there. He's going to try and take third away from Hoffman, but Hoffman is now up to P3. Here they come to the white flag. It is going to be 1 lap to go here for James Richardson. PJ Williams in second. He's too far back to catch that 17, it looks like, so it's probably going to be a battle for second here, as Hoffman's got to run off a turn 2 there, as the field has really fanned themselves out. But it's James Richardson rounding out turns number 3 and 4. The Turner Fenway entry is going to find victory yet again here. This time it's at Rockingham. Congratulations to James Richardson on the victory there, as PJ Williams is going to have to wait another time to get a win here in the Hardee's National Series there. Caleb Hoffman gets a 3rd place run. What an excellent run for the Granger machine there. Sidner 4th, and Dylan Schwallenberg rounds out your top 5. Give a shout out to Matt DeLeo there with a 6th place run. He's had a very awful season here for this 92 team, and certainly this is a good recovery for Matt DeLeo there. Cody Lamas gets a 7th place run. He's also had a bit of a rocky season in the latter half. Casey Lester 8th, Hernandez 9th, and last but not least, Julius Anderson gets a top 10 here today. Good job for him in the Shock 1 team here. That's certainly what they wanted today. But congratulations to James Richardson here. Let's see where Nick Samon finished in the race there. Looks like there might have been a bit of a pileup in the back there. Samon finished 24th in the event. That is not good for them, and they're going to have to hope for a miracle here at Homestead, because Dylan Schwallenberg rounded out the top 5 there. Congratulations to James Richardson here on the victory. Certainly a very talented driver here, and everybody here is a talented driver here. Some just aren't as lucky as others, but James Richardson certainly found luck and strategy come into play here with the adjustments in pit lane have brought the Turner Fenway crew to victory lane here. Congratulations to the 17 car.